because M3 is just one day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Versus a whole weekend or a week long thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the promoter for
Rocklahoma is like 3-4 days,
Huh.
and 3-4 days in the middle of the summer in Oklahoma.
Nice. That's got to be fun.
Brutal.
The stage lights and everything. Yeah.
And it was some of the hottest heat I've ever felt. Those 2 times, and playing in Oklahoma City, we played at the Zoo Amphitheater.
Nice.
Same deal. It's like 140 on stage.
Yeah. It's 85 degrees off stage and 140 on stage.
How do you feel? How do you feel about Steel Panther?
They're what they are. They're entertaining. I mean, I get that they're a parody band, but hell, they're actually quite good for a parody band.
Yeah, they're quite. Out of all the 80s style bands, the one band that I would love to see more than anybody is Twisted Sister. That is one of my all-time favorites. I think they've played Rocklahoma a few times. Were they on the bill? And have you ever been on the bill?
They were on the bill. We've actually done a few shows with them, and the first Rocklahoma was one of them. And I remember he has a show. Dee Snider. He has a show.
House
of Hair. Yeah.
Well, we were interviewed on House of Hair when we were at the first Rocklahoma show.
Nice.
And when they brought us in, they asked us to do the little voiceover. Hi, I'm CJ, I'm Bill, I'm Michael, I'm Alan, and we are Firehouse, and you are listening to the House of Hair.
Yeah.
And I decided to get creative at the end of that little voiceover. So as soon as we said we are Firehouse, and you were listening to the House of Hair, I said, now drop it, give me 20.
Awesome. That's so fucking cool.
And they just thought that was hysterical.
Can we get a promo from you for the crash report?
How do you feel about these online fundraisers that a lot of bands are doing?
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo, Kickstarter, GoFundMe. Are you familiar with any of these?
I'm honestly not.
There's one actually for Twisted Sister. They're actually trying to put out a movie. Basically, it's an online fundraiser, and they give you donate X amount of money, and there's different tiers. There's different rewards. For the Twisted Sister movie, if you donate some $1,000s, you get to have lunch with Dee Snider and that kind of stuff. It's to fund the making of the Twisted Sister movie. Are you familiar with Red Sun Rising?
I've known the bass player forever, Mark.
Yes. Okay. So, you're right. They're doing. They. I don't know if that's still going on, but they did one to try to get a new tour vehicle. How do you feel about bands doing that kind of stuff?
Well, the only example of that I'm actually really familiar with, a lot of people who know me well know that one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band, is a band called Marillion. And they came up with an idea years ago that most people probably would think was insane.
Yeah.
They pretty much had no way of funding their album at the time. They were about to release an album called Anarachnophobia.
Nice.
And that came out in 2000. Prior to its release, they went online to their fan base and asked their fan base to pre-order the album, and this is before a single note had been written or recorded.
Wow.
And their fan base responded with nearly 120,000 pre-orders.
Jesus.
Not only funded the album, funded the tour.
That's crazy.
And I'm thinking, okay, in that case, it's if you can reach out to your fan base and they're that loyal and they will help you out in that way, why not?
Yeah.
That is kind of the concept of what it's supposed to be right now.
Yeah, I just some of it I feel like not all of these, but some of it I feel like if you can't maybe afford it yourself, I mean, maybe not necessarily for Red Sun Rising getting a vehicle. That's a little bit different. But for this Twisted Sister movie, and then there's a new venue that just opened up, and they needed money to for the venue and to furnish the venue. Some of it I feel like maybe if you can't really afford a majority of it yourself, you probably you shouldn't do that. But as far as that kind of stuff, funding a tour vehicle and that kind of stuff, then I think it's a great idea. I think it can go really either way with those kind of things. But a Twisted Sister movie, like I said, they're one of my favorite bands, but I can't imagine that many people funding those kind of amounts of money for a movie.
But if a band can do that, and to fund a project they're trying to do, more power to them.
Exactly.
I say.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it. Turning over a profit in this business, especially these days, is tough.
Yeah.
You gotta get
it's
creative.
very tough, and you got to get creative, and that's why some of these, like I mentioned, Marillion, and their fan base is rabid. Because now they do it every time they release an album. Hey, will you pre-order?
Yeah.
And they do. And then
I've
it
never
actually
heard of
helps
Marillion.
fund the next album, and it gives them more time and more budget, and it enables a band to keep creating music for their fans.
Yeah. It gives the whole little. I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Maybe Advanced Ophthalmopoulos should do something.
We thought about doing a Kickstarter.
Some of your fans are pretty rabid.
Brad's dad, you mean?
Oh, he is nice.
Oh my god, no.
This guy right here.
We actually did think about starting a Kickstarter a couple of months ago that was going to fund the album, or the EP rather, but that was before our drummer decided he wanted to do it for his college project. So, free studio time up at Tri-C, you can't beat it.
Well, if you can pull off that sort of thing, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let me take a quick break. We've mentioned the Red Sun Rising show here Friday night. Opening for them is Social 66. This is Gritter from Social 66. We'll be right back on the Crash Report with Alan from Firehouse. Don't go anywhere. Yo, what's up? We are back on the Crash Board. I have Alan from Firehouse here. I'm a Firehouse Fox and Permanent Waves, a Rush tribute. Later on, I'll have an interview with Elisium, who played here Friday night. And then also in the show, I'll have an interview with Waylon Reavis of Mushroomhead, both done Friday night. I wonder, I haven't listened to I've seen the video you filmed, but I haven't listened to the playback of it.
Very
I
poor
wonder
quality sound because their mic went out at that point. The camera broke.
What are
But
you talking about?
the video of Waylon from Friday.
No, that you filmed.
Oh,
I've only seen that. I haven't listened to the playback,
I posted
but
a video that Racing never posted of his actual performance.
Now, at some point during the interview, one of the waitresses came in, and I'm interested to see if the whining about the girl that needed the couch. I'm interested to see if that
probably because it was right in my ear.
It was on the video.
And there's a little bit after the video, after you went off the air. There's still a little bit.
I just don't get it. I mean, when Firehouse is playing, or any of your bands for that matter, I mean, does it ever get on your nerves seeing these people just get just completely shit-faced that they can't even handle themselves?
As long as they buy a ticket, I'm cool.
They're no longer enjoying the music.
When you get, like you said, in overseas, walking off a plane and stuff, and people yelling your name and everything. When you guys are playing the shows, is there any ever insane fans that try to jump on the stage and attack you guys?
That's happened a time or three. Yeah. I mean, they don't last very long. Usually, security's yanking them right back off the stage. Scariest thing that ever happened to me on stage with Firehouse was we're playing some outdoor festival in Michigan, and I'm playing, and I happen to glance upward just in time to see a full beer bottle flying at my head.
Jesus! Oh my God.
And I stepped aside just in time, and that thing hit the stage and just shattered.
Whoa.
And that could have been my head.
Right.
And apparently, I didn't see who threw it, but apparently security did because they were on this guy like white on rice, and they beat the crap out of him.
Now, is your singer the kind of guy that if something goes, especially with a fan, if they do something that upsets him, is it kind of to call him out on stage, or do you guys just kind of let it go and leave it to security?
Depends on the severity of it. If it's somebody, blatantly hurting someone in the audience, yeah, I mean, you should call him out.
Right,
right. But as far as somebody just acting a fool, hey, it's a concert, it's not church.
Right.
Let them go.
Yeah.
But if somebody is blatantly hurting someone, and we actually, I've seen that, and I've heard our singer say, "Look, stop it, knock it off."
Has one of your other bands, especially Fox, or have you ever done double duty with Firehouse and Fox, or two with one of your other bands
On the same bill.
on the same bill?
No, that's not happened yet. I mean, maybe if Firehouse plays here, I can do it. But Permanent Waves couldn't do it. That'd be the wrong band for it. So
Right.
it would have to be Fox. But actually, Fox would be a pretty good opening act for Firehouse.
I have yet to see.
Plus, I
Fox,
collect
but-
twice.
So, would you say a lot of the Firehouse fans are older from when Firehouse was really popular?
There's some of that, but one thing that surprised me was the younger people that come to the shows. Apparently, got passed down to them by the parents, and it's amazing seeing these 20-somethings in the crowd that know every word to every song.
Nice.
It's great.
That's me.
Do you guys ever get any old women trying to sleep with you guys because she was so oh my God, it's Firehouse, let me fuck every single one of you guys right now, just really gross and drugged out and everything like that?
There's always that, and we're all family guys. We're all married. We got kids, and we all got gorgeous wives, so that's to be expected. You just kind of laugh it off. But there was one instance, and maybe I shouldn't even say this.
This is what we're all about.
This is what we're all about.
Yeah, okay.
Digging up the dirt.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go ahead and open the can of worms then.
All right.
So to speak. We do a meet and greet after every show. I mean,
Now, is this one of the where every fan can go, or is
every
it
fan.
So it's not like a band.
We stay until the last autograph is signed and the last person is taken care of. We do that after every single show.
That's awesome.
That's
And,
great.
Because that's us giving back to them for allowing us to continue our careers. They're the reason we're still doing it.
Yeah.
Well, there was one instance, and there was a girl came through the meet and greet line, and she was an amputee.
All right.
Yeah, basically, her left arm was missing.
Okay.
She was missing her left arm, and but this girl was flirtatious. She was coming on hard and strong. and what was the line? She said to me, I'll do things to you you've never had done to you before. And I didn't say it, but I was thinking it, and this is what I was thinking. Oh, really? Jerk me off with your left hand.